forgot to turn music on. No. I need to plug my tablet in anyway. Oops. Copyright free. Oh my gosh, I don't want ads. There we go. Yeah, that's why he's not here. Also because they have therapy, so I figured now would be the best time to work on stuff. Because, you know, kinda can't be here. I did tell him he was allowed to watch the live after tomorrow. So he will still be seeing the live, just not yet. That's also why I titled it so obviously that Ren doesn't, you know, accidentally click on it. But for now, I have a few things that I need to finish up for tomorrow. So, I figured I'd go through, show you what I still have to do, and then get started. So, this is the first thing I made. It's a little jar. I just got it from the Dollar Tree. And since we're long distance, I made like a little kiss jar so that whenever he misses me, preferably if I have time, I'm not gonna do this on live stream, but tonight I'd like to cut off all the extra like white bits. And then on the back, I want to write like little messages or like little quotes or just things that I like. Just that he can feel like a little bit closer to me. So that he can have this hopefully sometime soon. And then this is the bigger gift. Around Christmas time, he asked me for like some little beaded rings. But I didn't get time to get around to that one. I focused more on some of the other stuff that he asked for, because we both kind of gave each other, like, some little, like, inspo ideas and things like that. And since I had so much stuff to do for Christmas, I didn't get around to it. So I made a few little seed bead rings. And I also have a couple bracelets in here. Two of them are made to match the rings, and then one of them are some colors that he likes. So that's the one that he likes, and then these two are made to match the rings. And then I also made a little octopus guy. Those are adorable. Thank you. And then this one I didn't make, but it's a necklace that I never really wear, and I thought Ren would like it better. So I added that in there. And I also made a teeny tiny seed bead octopus. I think he's really cute. He's super tiny. Look at how small he is compared to the bigger one. He's so little. So, that's what's in, like, the bigger gift box. So, let me put those back. But I do still have a couple jewelry items I still want to make. I wanted to make a wire wrap ring, and then I have a necklace, or maybe it'll be a bracelet since I'm kind of running out of time. But one of those to finish. And then I still need to do the card, and I want to finish designing the box. The box is supposed to have like a little crescent moon on the front, and then I want to write to the moon and back. So that's what I have left to do. Hopefully we can get at least most of it done on stream, but if not, I'll probably work on it some after I eat dinner tonight. Also, hi to the new people! It's great to have new people in here. I like having new people. Um, yeah, that's where we're at so far. So I wanted to focus on the box first and like the jewelry, and then I figured we could like go from there. Can of beans for dinner. Usually one of my parents cook. I'm still not graduated from high school, so I'm unfortunately still at home, but I haven't seen those characters on your shirt since I was a kid. Oh my gosh, yeah, I love Z and Pone. They're super cute. I'm very much into that like 2000s, 2010s internet culture stuff because my older cousins lived through the 2000s, so I was kind of raised on all that stuff, and then I was a kid during the 2010s. So it was a really big part of my childhood, and that's why I'm still really interested in all that stuff. But anyway, let me pull out. This is like the really big gift. I usually try to do one like really big gift for every holiday. And for this one, I'm making my own chain. It's a mixture of black and gold chain. And I'm using like some pre-made chain and basically taking the links and re-adding them to make a whole new chain. So I was hoping to make a necklace. I don't know if I'll get to make a full necklace. Maybe like a choker instead of like a full one like I was hoping. But that's where we're at right now. I've got my black and my gold chain. And then I should have a few links that are already taken off the chains. I do, at least for the black ones. I don't think I have any gold ones like that, but let me grab those real quick. I don't know if you guys can hear the music. Can you guys hear the music? Wait, does Ren know you're live? Yes or no? He knows it's going, but he's not allowed to watch until after Valentine's Day. So, he's busy right now. He's not able to join the live anyway. He knows I'm doing it, but they don't know, like, what I'm doing in the live, because they're not allowed to join until after tomorrow. Sorry if that's a little bit of a confusing explanation. You yell my name, Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa! I can't yell because my family's awake and they're all downstairs, but I can say your name. Hi! Me and Ren are gonna scrap. I don't understand your fancy British slang. Stop being British. By the way, guys, I'm allowed to bully Travis or Jamie or whatever name you want me to call you. He's my son. My unofficial son. I haven't actually given birth to anyone, don't worry. I illegally adopted Travis. But a guy wants a cup of tea. You're so funny, Travis. Please don't go bald. I didn't know you were live. Hi! Can you guys hear the music playing? I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. I do kind of want it kind of quiet, like in the background, so that you can still hear me talking. But I'd like you to at least be able to hear it, you know? Um... Hi! Really like your hair. Thank you! How do I break it to him? I take it you guys can't hear it. Okay, let me turn it up just a little bit. Hopefully that's better. Hi, do you remember me? I do! Yeah. the hair is so cool. Thank you. What are you making? I'm working on Valentine's gifts for Ren. This one is supposed to be a necklace. I don't know if it'll make it to full necklace status since it's taking so long, but we're gonna try. So your necklace is to die for. Thank you! My friend got it for me for Christmas. Unfortunately, I am gonna have to gatekeep because I don't really support the app they bought it from. But if you guys want to take a screenshot real quick and maybe look for something similar, feel free. It's matching. I got a matching set, and I'm giving the other one to Ren. He got it for Christmas. So. I meant heart. Oh, you meant the heart. Thank you. I did it with face paint really quick before I went live. I decided to do a little bit since we're going with the Valentine's Day theme. I don't usually celebrate Valentine's Day a whole lot, but I do like to at least do a little bit with Ren. So, I figured why not go live while he's busy. I'm gonna take a few links off of here real quick before I get sidetracked again. You guys are very easy. Like, you guys find it very easy to distract me while I'm doing stuff. I don't mind, though. That's kind of the whole reason I go live, is to talk to y'all. I don't care about ads. Anyway. Sorry, y'all. I'm too poor for YouTube Premium. It's a big grocery order coming in a PetSmart order. I have to get all the way upstairs. Oh, no. Good luck. I love your hair. Thank you. Usually it's a lot messier than this. I actually straightened it right before I went live. So, good luck to it staying that way, even though I drowned it in hairspray. Is that a shark I see in the corner? You see multiple sharks, actually. This one's my neck pillow shark. This one, I can't remember where I got him from, but his name is Sharpie. I've had him, I think, since 2023. He's my son. I love him. And then I had one other one, but I think I took him to bed last night because I couldn't sleep. Seemed like such an interesting person to go and still draw with. Sit and draw with. Thank you! I love doing art stuff. Usually I'm really quiet when I'm doing art, but I like going live sometimes just to talk. Here's my nephews. Yeah! I love collecting sharks, guys. I also have another one up here. My sister's boyfriend got this for me for Christmas. His name is Ray, on the tag there. I love him. Love Sharpie. He's actually spelled Sharpie like the marker. I named him after Sharpie markers because I was drawing in the car, and when I bought him, my hands smelled like Sharpie markers. And it wasn't until after I named him that I realized he would probably be perceived as Sharpie because of his sharp teeth, because he's a shark. But his name is spelled like Sharpie, like the marker. I'm gonna steal your sharks, but don't worry. No, those are my sons! Yeah, I really suck at spelling. No, it's fine. I get people assume, because he's a shark. Like, obviously you'd expect it to be spelled Sharpie. Do you know Epic the Musical? I do, but I never got into it. The most I ever listened to it was when I stayed the night at my ex's house. And, she, like, performed most of it. Not all of it, but most of it with his siblings. That was kind of fun. But that's the most I ever got into it. And I was going to get into it more, but then we had like a really messy breakup, and I just haven't been able to. Maybe one day, but right now it's like not a great time for me mentally. Nothing against like the whole musical, it's just, you know, every time I go to get into it, I remember the whole performance at their house. It was really funny. I still have pictures and stuff, because I never delete anything from my phone. But, like, Yeah, I haven't been able to bring myself to get into it yet. Favorite color? I really like red, and I also really like most like neutral tones. So like either really bright or really dark red, or I really like tan, cream colors, blacks, whites, stuff like that. FK, the order is here. Pray for my blood pressure. Oh no. Good luck. let's let's take a moment to pray for our lovely mod here. I've been there as a chronically ill baddie myself. That's fine. Sorry for asking about that. No, it's fine. I'm mostly over it. Like, it happened a while back. It was like October, if you guys remember my mental health getting like really bad around that time. But yeah, it was really rough. So I haven't been able to get to it yet, but like maybe next year, after it's been like a little while. Honestly, the only reason I haven't been able to do it yet is because we've known each other for so long. Like, it wasn't just the relationship that affected me. We've known each other since I was, like, I think 4 or 5 years old. Maybe 5 or 6. But anyway, around that time. So, um, yeah, since we don't talk anymore, it's just kind of hit hard. So, I don't mind y'all asking questions. If it hits hard about something and you're clueless, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me, don't worry. You're awesome sauce. Thank you! And October sucked. Yeah. October was rough. Usually it's my favorite month because Halloween and stuff, but like... Hopefully this year October will be better. I've been protecting my peace so far this year. I haven't been letting people upset me as much, which is honestly really great. And I cut off a few people that were like really bad for me, so... So far, this year has been going good, knock on wood. Opinions on YN and CEO. Oh my gosh, every time I watch a video like that, it's like war flashbacks, because I was a 2019 Wattpad kid. I was there for that era, okay? Favorite holiday? Obviously Halloween. Christmas is a really close second. Um, it's just not my absolute favorite because of that winter depression. I also really surprisingly like Easter. I'm not like a Christian or anything, but I don't know, I just like the vibes of the holiday. I like the springtime and like the soft colors and stuff. I'm gonna die in this house. Oh no! I like this song, guys. I don't know if you guys can hear it still, but hopefully you can. It'd be really embarrassing if you couldn't. I kind of have it going in the background, because sometimes my lives get some really quiet moments, especially when I'm working. So, I really hope you guys can hear it. But, yeah. What's the song? It's called Why Do I? By Unknown Brain. At least that's what the playlist says. I know for a fact that's the name of the song. I don't know if that's the creator. Usually I either know song names or creators. I don't typically know both, so hopefully that's right. But yeah, the song name is called Why Do I? Oh, I like this one too. This one's a good one. I'll remember the name of this one. This one's called Royalty. Oh, so I want your hairstyle. My hair's just naturally like this. I had a few botched emo haircuts, and then it grew out. Um, so this is the result. Should I do a hair 360 for you guys that like my hair? Ah, crap. Pretty, thank you. Crap, I keep dropping this stuff. I might have to take a break from doing the chain for a little bit, because my hands are starting to get tired. I wrote a lot at school today. We did, like, notes and stuff, so that was bad timing for this live stream, but it's okay. Still have the exact same hairstyle, but I cut it short and kept it short. I'm jealous of your hair. Oh wait, I missed a few. Hold on. Do you listen to Evanescence? I listened to a little bit. I haven't listened to them in a while, but um, sorry, I'm trying to get this done. Anyway, yeah, I used to listen to Evanescence a lot, but I haven't for a while. 360. You're underage, yeah, at least for a few months. Thank you for noticing that and staying respectful, though. See ya. 360. I can do that. I'm not gonna do it on live stream right now because I'm sitting down, but after I get off live, I can do that. Imagine having school. A lot is off. I have Monday off, but yeah, I had to do school today. I'm gonna finish up these last few links, and then I'm probably gonna take a break from working with the chain and go from there. Hey, what are you making? I'm working on Valentine's Day gifts for my boyfriend. This one's gonna be a necklace. I don't know if it'll make it to full necklace status since it's taking forever. But I am hoping for at least a choker. This is like the big gift I've been working on lately. Okay, yeah. I hope Misa's doing okay. You listen to 2XT? Not really. I don't know. He's just not an artist I like that much. I don't really judge people that do listen to him, but he's just not an artist I enjoy much. I do have a couple friends that listen to him. I've heard like a couple songs through TikTok, and he's just not my favorite. Hey, welcome in. Your top is also so cool. Thank you. It's from Hot Topic. I got it at the beginning of the school year. So, that's where it's from. Dude, I don't care about Gemini. I don't like AI. Shut up. Sorry about the ads, guys. If you didn't hear me earlier, I'm too poor for YouTube Premium, and that's what the playlist is on, so. Have you watched Twilight? I haven't yet, because I prefer to read the books before I watch any movies. But my sister has the whole series but the first book, so, I haven't gotten to it yet. Hopefully I'll find the first book at some point, but yeah, I haven't watched it yet. My cousins have been trying to get me into it, but I haven't been able to find the first book anywhere. This link's being stubborn. Yeah. It's my home. Oh no! Oh, I hope you're okay. That's really rough. Green wall? Yeah, I painted my walls over the summer, so now my bedroom walls are green. Do you like to read? I love to read. I used to do it more when I was younger. Now I mostly stick to fan fiction and like comics and stuff, but yeah, I love to read. It's one of my favorite activities, even if I'm not sitting down with like a physical book. I love reading. Almost everything. I hope y'all are doing alright. You and anyone who is staying with you, your family. That's really rough. Do you know Powerless? I don't. Although I am open to you sharing. Like, what is that? I'd love to hear about that. Okay. So I'm done with the links for now, so I'm gonna take a break from that because my hands hurt really bad, but yeah. My 2002 Chevy. Yeah, street was gone. Oh no! That's rough. I don't know anything about cars, but you know, if it lasted that long, that must have been a fairly decent car. It's a fantasy series. I just finished the first book. Oh, that sounds awesome! I need to finish the Percy Jackson series. Alright, so since I'm taking a break from that, what do you guys think I should do? Should I like work on the box? Or should I start on the Valentine's Day card? I could do either one. What do you guys think? The card? I can do the card. So I have a Pinterest board I had saved that I wanted to do that for. I can't really view it unless I turn the music off, so I'm going to try not to do that at all costs. But I have green as my background. So we're going to fold that in half because green is one of Ren's favorite colors. So I'm going to try and do this as neat as I can. There we go. And now I'm going to use this to kind of flatten it out. Oh, dang it. Oh well. I'm going to be adding stuff to it anyway, so it's fine. There we go. Probably make a card like fire. Ooh. Let's go. Yeah, green card. I'm back. Yay! Okay, so we're working on the card. So I have some paint markers to work with as well. And then I have a pencil and some glitter and some other colors of cardstock. So I am actually going to have to pull up a reference photo for a minute, so that means no music for just a few minutes. Hopefully I won't have to do that for very long. But I'm not good at just freestyling certain things, and since I want this card to look really nice, I'm going to not do that right now. There we go. So, I think I'm going to use this little guy as a reference. Do something corny like roses and stuff. Ooh, no, you guys are gonna love this. I have a really good idea. I wanted to combine, like both of our interests, so I wanted something a little bit spooky since that's my kind of vibes, but I also wanted to keep in mind, like, Ren's interests, of course, because it's a card for him. So I wanted something that he'd enjoy and like his favorite colors and things like that. So that's why we're doing green card. And then I was thinking Mothman. So that's what we're going for. Yeah. So we're doing Mothman. So I'm doing little Mothman doodles right now. What are you using to record? I'm curious. That is my phone up there on my ring light. I don't have any fancy cameras or anything like that. So I just have my phone up there and I use my tablet for reference images when I'm drawing or like music and stuff. And that's it. That's my setup, guys. I'm gonna do his little chest fluff first. And I'm gonna try and keep it really simple. I don't want to make it too complicated because it's just a little Valentine's card, so. We're gonna do some little chest fluff for him. I'm just doing a rough sketch real quick. Do you like Adopt Me? I do! I like to play with my boyfriend sometimes. Okay, I thought that was, but I didn't know. Yeah. I love the color of your walls. Thank you! I actually don't remember the name of this color, but yeah, I wanted to keep it pretty neutral because I wanted to paint a mural on my wall and then I didn't get to, but I do still really like the color. I think it's nice for my cosplays and stuff. What does he look like? So, for privacy reasons, I'm not gonna answer that right now. Just because he hasn't really given me permission to give that information out and stuff. He does plan on showing his face sometime in the future, but for now I'd like to keep what he looks like anonymous, just for privacy, and you know, I care about my boyfriend and all that stuff, so not gonna share that right now, but maybe someday. 5 cars and my roommate has 4 cars. Used to have 9. It's good that you still have a way of, you know, transportation and stuff like that. So that's good, at least. Okay, sorry. No, it's fine. Especially new people, they don't really know that. If you want a small look into what he could look like, I think it was last year I posted it. But Ren made a kind of weird core mask, and he gave me permission to post one of the photos from that. So if you scroll down on like my community tab or something, you could find that. It's kind of like a flower-shaped mask. It's obviously not a great picture of him since you can't actually see his face or anything, but it does give you kind of like an idea of his vibe and things like that. That is the only photo of him that I have posted on my channel for the time being. Do you want to name the cars? I'm not good at naming things. I'm not great at names. I named my shark son after a Sharpie marker. I don't think you really want me to do that. In my opinion, the only good name that I have given anyone or anything in my life is I helped my boyfriend choose his name a few years ago when we first met. And that's really the only good name that I've given anything in my opinion. I'm not great at naming stuff. We behaved, yeah, for the most part. That part I think I'm just gonna do with the marker, but maybe we can just do some little antennas. There we go. I can just like that. Are you doing homework? No, actually. I'm working on Valentine's gifts for Ren. And if anyone's new here and you don't know who Ren is my boyfriend. So, just putting that out there. Alright, let's see how this turns out before I get too far ahead of myself. I will probably have to do a second coat of this white, but I'll start with this, see how it looks. That, and then we can add some extra little fluff marks up here. There we go. And we'll do his cute little head. I actually want to do more like that. There we go. Cute little antenna, and we'll just swoop, swoop, just like that. So now we have some cute little fuzzy moth antennas. Do you know TOH? I do, but I've never really watched it. What are you working on right now? I'm working on the card for Ren, so the little Valentine's card. Right now I'm drawing Mothman. It'll make sense soon. You know, the Owl House. Yeah, that's what I figured you meant. Yeah, like I said, I know about it, I just never watched it. So. Okay, guys, what do you think of my little baby Mothman? I made him really small. And then I think I'm just gonna go for it for this next one. I want to make a little bit of a bigger one, I think. And then I can just do a little bit of a bigger head. And I wish I could get rid of Baby Mothman plush from Build-A-Bear someday. He's perfect. Yay! Okay, I'm glad you guys like him. Some new little fluffy antenna. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not perfect, but he's cute, so. Miss him. Yeah, I'm sure it's rough to lose something that expensive. And I think to make him holding a little heart, I'm just gonna draw some little hands here. There we go. And the entire point of this is that Mothman doesn't look perfect, but I figured someone might comment on that eventually, so I'm just letting you guys know that I'm not trying to make him perfect. I'm kind of trying to give him like that messy, almost childlike look on purpose. Almost like a doodle, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I'm going for. Like a little doodle or whatever. Bring it out a little bit further. There we go, that looks better. So, here we go, give him his red little eyes. What car do you drive? I do not own one currently. I'm still working on getting my license. I'm definitely old enough to have a license, but I've been too sick lately. So I haven't really had time to practice. I'm hoping to have my license over the summer, though. My bunny is throwing a sized tantrum. Well, that sounds so cute. Alright, now we have a little Mothman holding a heart, and then we have our first Mothman up there. And I actually want to color in his arms, the black marker, so it doesn't look like his fluff is protruding through him. You want one? I'm not really looking for one right now, just because, like I said, I'm still working on getting my license in the first place. So I've been practicing with my mom's car. So also, I'm kind of hoping to get one. I'm thinking next year, because I'd like to at least help pay for it myself, and I'm kind of poor right now, and I can't work until over the summer, so I'm gonna try and make one more. And this one's gonna be like a full body one. Roommate loves working on cars and loves fire. Yeah, I don't really know if I ever will have a roommate, honestly, because I kind of planned on staying with one of my grandparents during college. Or just in that house by myself, depending on what plays out, because she's kind of sick right now. Not to get like dark or anything on live stream, but you know, it's part of life. And that house is like fully paid off, so thankfully, if that does end up happening, really only all I'd have to worry about are like bills and stuff, which would be great, especially for a college student. When I get a stable job, I'm gonna try and aim for an older Chevy Impala or a Jeep. Yeah, I honestly don't really know what kind of vehicle I'd want, but you know. Sell for 2K, it's a manual. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really looking for one right now, but I hope he can do that. By the way, what markers are you using right now? They look amazing. They're just some cheap Art Skills acrylic markers from the dollar store. I think I got them at Dollar General. I'm sure there's better ones out there, because they do get a little bit streaky at times. But they are pretty nice. They're better for glass than paper. But obviously, I don't really have any markers, like white ones that would work on paper otherwise, so. Oh my gosh, guys, I think I actually passed a math test today, by the way. I haven't really turned in any math homework since like November, which is really bad, but I kind of gave up on that class because my teacher sucks, and I was just gonna take it over the summer again so that I could still earn the credits or whatever. And my friend's been tutoring me lately because my mom wanted me to try and bring it up at least a little bit. And I actually somewhat understood the math today. It was like a miracle. She had to teach me as if I was a fourth grader, like a child, step by step. But we got somewhere, which is better than I've had since like, yeah, I think November. Like I said, was the last time I turned anything in like that. I'm so proud of myself, guys. They probably work well for like sun capture pieces. Yeah. Maybe you could do online math, just have an open class instead of math. See, I thought about that, but my teacher won't let us be on electronics. She's very old school. And I tried to get them to let me do the online class in the library because I go in person. But I tried to get them to let me do the same class online through their online program and just go to the library instead of the actual classroom. And they fought me on it at the beginning of the year. And I have no idea why. Because I probably would have done better because I would have had two teachers that could instruct me instead of just one that I beef with constantly. And two, I'd be in a quieter room and I'd have the lesson right in front of me. So I don't see what the difference would have been or why they would have fought me on that, but they did, and they would not let me take that class online. So I just kind of gave up on it, and my mom said it was fine if I ended up having to retake it over the summer. So I plan on doing that and trying to catch up on any credits I'm missing over the summer, and then switch to online schooling for my senior year. That's the current plan, anyway. I kind of like the almost sheer look for that one, so I think I'm going to leave that one as is. Okay, guys, I made my little Mothman. So, here's my little guys. So you can see. I feel like they should give you a tutor just to help with the extra assignments, because that's what school are actually supposed to do when it comes to chronically ill like this. Yeah, and you'd think they'd also have like medical exemptions for PE credits, but like, I have to take PE senior year because I'm never at school. Hopefully I can just do like a health course online, even though I've taken like 4 health courses, and that'll count towards those credits I need, because they're apparently required to graduate in my state. But like, I can't do it physically. I get sick or injured from all the like running and working myself and stuff for PE class, and then I miss more school, and PE class is just miserable for me, so whatever. Maybe you should little twinkle stars. Oh yeah, I might actually do that. I'm gonna stick to my original plan for now, and then if I have time, I'm totally doing that. Alright, we got the music back up for now. Is it okay to be gay? Yeah, of course. Like I am. Did you read the title of the live? Okay, wait. Really quick, I want to... There we go. Yeah, you try some pigs. Bye! Oh, Ren's back! Okay, wait. Okay, so he can't join. But he is texting me on Discord, so if you guys see me, like, leaning over and typing a little bit, that's why. So, Ren is able to respond now, at least. Let's get that. What kind of music do you like? Ooh, I like pretty much everything. There's not really a genre I won't listen to at all. I'm not a huge fan of, like, most rap songs, but there are some that I like. My main genres I listen to, though, are, like, rock, emo. I do a little bit of hyperpop and crunkcore. Um, and oddly enough, 2000s pop. Like, which parent say he's strongest influence? I'm not sure what that last person's talking about. I'm sorry. I said I can do that. Ooh, I like this song. I like pop rock, rock and hyperpop, and a few more genres. Yeah! Hyperpop's great. Okay, cool. Speaking of us, artist is also Conan Gray. Yes! I love Conan Gray, guys! I also really like 303, 21 Pilots. That's a good one. And I like AJR. Let me try and think of some more. I really like Kesha, My Chemical Romance, Pierce the Veil, Black Veil Brides. Race and IQ question: which parents' genes have strongest influence on the IQ of offspring? Okay, I have no clue what that person's talking about, but okay. Not being nosy, how come your boyfriend is long distance? Did he move out? We actually met online, but not in, like, the Discord e-kitten kind of way. We met through the Sally Face fandom, and then we started talking, and now we video chat and, like, talk regularly on call and things, so I know he's, like, actually real. Don't worry, guys, I'm not dating an old man. But, yeah, so that's why. But, we are hoping, to be at least in the same state soon, which would be great. Do you like Cave Town? I do like Cave Town. I used to listen to Cave Town a lot when I was younger. I was one of those 2020, like, weird kids, Cave Town, Mother, that type of stuff. Which parent does play the greater role in passing key genes and offspring. Yeah, that I'm not sure, but that's off topic from the live stream, so. I don't really know why you'd want a 17-year-old's opinion on that anyway, but. Oh, this is a good song. I like this song. Cape Town's amazing. Yes. My favorite were Lemon Boy, and I also really liked Sweet Tooth and This Is Home. I mean, who didn't like the song This Is Home in 2020? So, like, All Time Low. Yes! All Time Low is a good one. I don't know if Ren ever texted back. I'm gonna check real quick. Sorry for the lack of music. I was texting through my notifications, but... Would anyone like to say hi to Ren while I have our chat open? You're back. Yay! Ren said he's fighting really hard not to join because he's not allowed right now, so if anyone would like to send him a message, feel free. I'll tell him the people said hi. If there's any other messages, let me know. Aw, dang. It's alright, though. Tell the people I say hi if your lights flicker, that's me. Alright, guys, so if any of the lights flicker, that's Ren, apparently. I can do that. Okay, so... He's back. Are you sad? No, I'm not sad. I was talking to my boyfriend. So that's why I was looking down. Oh wait, I forgot to turn the music back on! I knew I was forgetting something. Sorry, guys. Let me turn the music back on. Alright, now the music's back on. Sorry, y'all. Still praying on the day he gets snapped. Hey, maybe soon. Make work on my book soon, but I don't know. You should! That sounds fun. I wrote a book one time, but I never published it anywhere. Not even, like, online or anything. And then I lost it, so... There we go. Alright, let's get out the last part of this little guy. And then I'll look back at chat after I'm done trimming this little guy out. At some point I'll probably make this live mostly just me sitting here doing stuff. Just have going on in the background for y'all, just because I do really need to get some of this stuff done. Not right now, don't worry, but like at some point, just so you all are aware. There we go. Now we have my little guy trimmed out. Here's our first little guy. I am aware he has some pencil marks. I'm going to erase those after he dries a little bit more. Yep, just remember to keep water and snacks nearby. Sometimes you can get lost in writing for hours and just kind of forget. Yeah. And I have a little corner piece stuck in there. There we go. He's perfect. Aaron will love that so much. I know! He loves Mothman. And it's just gonna get better. I have this all planned out, trust me. There we go. I don't care about tech stuff. I'm not at that point in my life yet, guys. I'm still in high school. Yippee. Yippee for high school. Oh, my legs are killing me. You know, guys, this is actually the first card that I've ever made for Ren. Because we don't usually do cards since we're long distance. But my sister wanted to make one for her boyfriend this year. So I kind of got inspired. I thought it'd be cute. So this is actually the first card I'm ever making. I've made like little letters and like little notes and stuff like that before, but I've never made like an actual card for anything. Until today. Here's our next little Mothman. So now we have two. Also, this bag right here, if you guys can see it at any point, that's just my trash bag. It's where I'm gonna throw, like, paper scrap and things like that, if you see it at any point. Because I don't have a mini trash can in my room right now. It got taken out because one of my family members was sick, and I haven't seen it yet, so... The heart is so cute. Sorry guys, I just got a text. I'm gonna check that real quick. Anyway, sorry guys, I had to respond to that text. Do. Oops. Ah, no, my paint markers! There we go. Like your ring. Thank you! It was, my aunt's that passed away. I always wear it. I'm glad you like it. I'm cutting out my last Mothman. Oh, this is such a meme song, bro. It's not a bad song, but I'm so sick of hearing it. I might skip this song unless you guys want to hear it. This one's a bit tough to cut out because of the way I drew it. Do you have any tips for starting cosplays? Ooh, okay, so my first cosplay, if you don't know, was actually Denki Kaminari. I did him for Halloween, I think 2021. Technically I started sooner than that, but we don't talk about my first cosplay, okay? The Denki one's bad enough. But honestly, the best thing to do is not beat yourself up if you're not happy with how a cosplay looks. Like, no beginner is gonna be perfectly great at makeup and, like, every little detail about their cosplay. You're going to find things you don't like as time goes on, and you shouldn't beat yourself up about it. Like, that's how you improve. It's a good thing if you look back at your old cosplay pictures and you cringe a little bit. That's a great thing. That means you've improved and you've come a long way, and that's something to be really proud of. That's something that I struggled with a lot, especially when I first started out. I always hated how my cosplays looked, and I felt like I could never get, like, my makeup down properly and things like that. But over time, I realized that was actually a good thing, because as time went on, I really noticed the things that I didn't like, and I searched for specific tutorials that helped me improve in the ways that I wanted to improve. And that kind of led me to where I am today with all my different cosplays and characters that I do, and the way I do my makeup and things like that. Because I used to try and, like, exaggerate too much. I did really big liner, and I did all the lipstick and, like, the blush and the foundation and concealer and stuff like that, and I was never happy with it. And now, unless I'm doing like a really glitzy feminine cosplay, I stick to just basic eyeliner. I don't even do like winged liner anymore. I just do a little bit of smudged waterline. And then sometimes I'll do like a very small graphic on my cheek, kind of like how my heart is. And I'll keep it simple. And I actually prefer that over the really glitzy looks anymore. Because I just think it looks better for, like, my face shape and how I portray my characters and stuff. Especially, like, the more energetic ones. I feel like they don't need a whole lot going on their face since there's a lot going on in the videos anyway. But, yeah, my biggest tip for first getting into cosplay is don't beat yourself up over anything or compare yourself to other cosplayers or anything like that. Because the whole point of cosplay is to have fun with it and improve over time. And you'll get there. Like, I mean, I've been cosplaying since 2020, so it takes a long time to get to where you want to be. It's not something that just happens overnight, and that's a good thing, in my opinion. You really get to watch your own progress. What's your good video idea? Maybe you should make tips and tricks videos for beginners. I did actually plan on doing that over the summer. Like specific tips, like makeup tips, outfit tips, things like that. So I'm hoping to get to that over the summer. It takes a lot of practice and growing. Each cosplayer has a specific style, and sometimes it takes a while to find that exact style and perfect it. Exactly! Yeah, that's my exact point. I definitely recommend interacting as much as you can with the community, because that'll help you find, like, your own style and your own, like, way of filming or taking pictures and just having fun with it. That's the main key. I may do a Curie then, a Jiro cosplay, because I already have a red wig for Kirishima, my dad's style. That'd be awesome! Yeah! I want 3 of these hearts. I'd like for them to look as similar as possible. That would be great. Dude, I don't care about your garlic aioli. Shut up. I need to get money for YouTube Premium because this is making me mad. Shut up. There we go. I'll save the rest of that for now because that's a pretty big scrap. But now we have hearts. You know, Assassination Classroom. I heard of that, but I never got around to watching it. I need to, though. I've definitely heard of it, though. I was a huge anime kid in 2020. So, yeah, I definitely heard of it. Ooh, I might have made them a little bit too big. Maybe if we start here. Okay, yeah, I think that's better, because it has most of his small areas there. Okay. Yeah. My watch list is... Oh my gosh. Okay, my tablet's at 75, so I can unplug that for now, and I would use normal glue, but I don't really have time to wait for anything to dry, so we're using hot glue for this, guys. Yippee, hot glue. Here's all my pieces. I'm gonna move my paint markers for now. I will come back to those, but for now. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Use my little sand to keep it up. You get a piece of cardboard to rest your glue gun on before you start. It has like a little stand so it stays up, and I have a piece of paper underneath to catch any glue that falls, so it's fine. Plus it's like right in front of me, so if it falls over, I'll see it. Ooh, my back just popped. That felt nice. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, while I wait for that, I do kind of want to do a little rose on the inside while I wait for that to heat up. It shouldn't take too long, but it also doesn't take me that long to draw roses. So by the time I'm done with the rose, it should be hot. So here's my red marker. There we go, and I think I should do a little green leaf. Such an icky sound. The marker on the paper, yeah. This should be pretty quick, thankfully. There we go. Yeah, it's a rough sound, but thankfully, I am now done. Is this hot yet? Yes, it is. Okay. So now, I can place my little guys. I'm gonna add another little dot right there. Like that. Dude, okay, I can do ads, they're annoying, but do you have to interrupt the middle of a song? Like, what the heck, man? That's so rude. The glue's sticking out there. I'd rather you not. Okay, whatever. Anyways. And my little foot is sticking out too, so I'm gonna put another little dot right under the end of the foot. And just shove. My hand gets so shaky when I use glue guns for no reason. There we go. Now we got our first little Mothman on there. So just me or do you want to say the filling of white on paper after you wash your hands? Yes! Oh my gosh. And cotton balls. I hate cotton balls. Specifically dry ones. Like, wet cotton balls are fine, but dry cotton balls are the bane of my existence. I hate them. My back's starting to hurt. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna also add this little guy around my waist. There we go. My sons are being useful. Alright, and now I'm gonna add my first little heart. Does not need to be perfect. And also preferably not burn me. There we go. I'm gonna use these handles to kind of smear the glue a tiny bit. And get some of this out of the paper. There we go, get that excess glue. Yeah. I don't want that sticking out of the heart, so. There we go. Now I didn't burn myself. Now I'm gonna put this heart. Also hate the sound of styrofoam. Yes! Oh my gosh, I hate styrofoam. I do not trust a man who enjoys the sound of styrofoam. Man, as in, like, anyone. That's what I meant by man, by the way. Shove it down. There we go. That turned out a lot better than my first one. Get off of there. Press it down. Try not to burn myself, because this is a high temp glue gun. There we go. And now our final little heart. Like that. Use the pliers once again. Down. Press. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. How much glue you're using? Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure they stay, because, you know. It's paper. Paper doesn't like to stay. No, it's not time for a break. Shut up, YouTube. I'm crafting. If I was using normal glue, I wouldn't use this much, but I don't have time for anything to dry, so I'm using hot glue. Please don't burn your fingers on my watch. I'm babysitting you for Ren. I don't plan on it, but if it makes you feel any better, I am such a big crafter. If I do burn myself, it doesn't even blister most of the time. I can pretty much touch straight up hot glue, like liquid hot glue, without hurting myself. I'll really only burn myself if I touch it straight after it comes out of the nozzle, or if I touch the nozzle itself. So, here's the card. I'm gonna craft now, but I don't know what I should do. You could do a Valentine's card too. You don't have to give it to like a boyfriend or girlfriend. You could give it to like your parents or a sibling or a friend. Okay, and then on the inside, oh, I forgot I was gonna make another Mothman. Okay, I'm gonna unplug the glue gun for now. I still need to make another Mothman. Not rejected. Oh no. It's okay though. You'll still find someone. You're a good person. There's plenty of people out there. Skip the ad. Appreciate you unplugging the glue gun. Obviously, I'm not trying to burn my house down. I may be a little slow, but I'm not that dumb. So many paper scraps. Supposed to be doing math right now? Then you should be doing math. What are you doing? There we go. Now we have our little rose. Well, math is boring. Yeah, you really should, though. I'm not gonna save this paper scrap. I think I can make one big enough with this. Yeah. Pinterest is great for simple crafting ideas to make. True, I love Pinterest. red. Bye! Should I pay my charger box? That could be fun. I'm wiping the red paint off the white markers, guys. Acrylic paint washes off my hands. It'll be fine. If you need anything, and send me pictures of the card once you're done, I will. Did the sun and the star 3 days ago, and I less than 100 pages left. That's awesome. I still need to read that one. I forgot to add my little antenna lines. Look like they're flickering. Casper. Ren said earlier on in the live, if the lights flicker, it's him. So Ren's visiting, guys. Say hi. Okay, so as soon as I get this one cut out, I'm gonna have to hop off live, because my dad said food was done. But I will be posting pictures of the card once Ren receives them. And, yeah. So, as soon as I cut this out, I'm gonna have to hop off here, but I'll stay until I get this done. This card has been on voice 3 days. That's awesome! Subscribers, no, I remember when you had like 200. Oh, yeah. I forgot you've been here that long. I haven't been gaining much lately because I've been too busy and low-key depressed to post. But hopefully once the weather starts warming up, I'll be getting back on track. I've just been super sick and busy between school and trying to get my license and things like that. I'm in that awkward stage of life where I have too many responsibilities and not enough time to do half of them, so... I do apologize if I don't post very often, guys, but the live streams have been fun, so maybe I'll try getting into doing those at least once a week or so. If I can. At least to do homework or something. I don't know. I'm struggling to get this little guy cut out. No. Come on, little guy. Yeah, I just used to not comment. Yeah. It's okay, take care of yourself first. I will, yeah. like I said, that's kind of why I haven't been posting much, but hopefully I'll be able to start doing that again soon, because, you know, days are getting longer. We're getting more sunlight, so hopefully it'll be getting warmer soon. And usually around March to April in my state is when the sun starts coming out more. I think part of the reason I've been struggling so much mentally is that seasonal depression and stuff, and like my vitamin D deficiency doesn't help, of course. So, hopefully once I start getting some more sunlight, I'm like a plant. I gotta have that sunlight to grow. So yeah, I'm hoping to start posting more soon, because I have been back to, you know, styling my wigs. I have a couple new cosplays coming soon, hopefully. One of which obviously being the Ruby Gloom, so yeah. But anyway, I got that cut off, so yeah. Why it took me so long to make an account. Oh, that's awesome! I like color heat more. Honestly, I kind of prefer cold a little bit more just because it's easier to like layer. But my body prefers heat and like sunshine, so I'm like an Apollo child. I wouldn't doubt that. I'm really creative and like connected to music and healing and stuff like that. So plant thing made me laugh. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to hop off here, guys. But I'm glad we could like hang out for a bit and just chat. And like I said, I'll post pictures of the card later and everything. So yeah. Bye.